Welcome to the 43rd session on operating system and Linux. I'm Manibhushan D'Souza, and in today's session we are going to look at general purpose command. In particular, we are going to look at some of the commands that we can use in everyday operations like date, who, man, cal, t, and so on and so forth. So let's start with the simplest one, and that is the date. Now, if at all you are interested in looking at the system's date and time, then you can use the command date. So let's look at it in the Linux. I have the Fedora with me. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to start a terminal window over here, and let me zoom in a bit. So let me zoom in slightly further. Okay, so I have the command over here. If I type the date command here, I'm going to get the current date. So that's simple as that. Now let me come out of this one and let me zoom it on Windows to know this one. So today that's the time that I have. Now I can have many other options with this. So I can say date followed by plus followed by and percentage symbol, and you can specify the different option. I'm just typing capital D over here, so it's going to show you in a very different format. You notice that it is just showing you today is 16th May. Remember, it is in American format, so this is 16th May 2021. Okay, so if at all you are interested in just looking at the month of it, so you can always say plus percentage followed by em, and you will notice that don't worry about my mail. So this command will not get, because I have some mail in the spooler. I am getting it. So this is the 5 that you are able to see. Now if I just say date plus percentage D, I'm going to get the 16th, and you know what is that 16th all about, and that is the today's date. And let me go over here and again let me type one more, date plus percentage Y, and you know you can definitely expect the Y refers to the year that you have. Let me clear it for you so that you can see the command again. Let me again type the date without anything so that you know what is the date. Now I can say date plus percentage and capital Y. Now the difference here is when you type the capital Y, you will see the entire full date, that is full year along with the century, and if you use the small case, you will just see the year as such. Now you can also use the time for t. So if you specify that, let me put a capital T. If you specify that, you are going to get the current time. So the current time, the time may slightly vary. So let me clear it again so that it will not clutter. So this is the time, and now if I say h here, you notice that is the 16th. That's the hour now. Now remember, as I type the time is slipping, so if I type capital EM, you notice that this is the minute, and so if you guess that's going to be yes here, then this is what you're going to get it. So if you put capital S, you get the other one, so that is 52. Now you may ask, how come that is 52? Remember, I've been talking from the 23rd second. I've been talking, so the second definitely will vary. Now you can also use the I command over here to give you the date, the time in the 12 o'clock hour. So let me clear it first for you. So let me explain it again. I'm going to just type the date here plus the date plus percentage time, so that you know that the time is being displayed. Now if you put the hover here, H here, so not this H, sorry, the capital H, you get this 16. Now that is the 24 hours clock. Now if I make it as I here, I get it as 4. What is this? It's 4 o'clock. Okay, 4 54, something like that. So that's the time that I'm getting it over here. And definitely I didn't wanted to tell you that H, you are going to get it if you type H, you are going to get the month. You can get that. Also you have many other command. I will not be typing all the other command. Let me go back to my PowerPoint over here to continue with that. So you have other options like I for hour, you have already seen. Also you have something like if at all you want to display AM PM, you can use this, and you can also use W to specify the week of the day. Now remember, this week of the day starts from Sunday as the 0th day of the week, Monday as the first day, Tuesday as the second day, and so on and so forth. So just to give you that example, I will just highlight on that. Suppose if you had written this command, I assume that that's the command there. So suppose if it is giving you 1 the answer, remember, not today is not that, so it indicates today is Monday. Okay, if I get 0 here, that means if I get the 0, it is a Sunday. So this is how you're going to get it. That's for the date command. Now suppose in the last class I've told you about a finger. So finger can be used to find out a lot of details about the user. Similar to finger, we also have one other command that is called as who, which will give you who has logged on to the system. Now I am using Linux on my desktop, so I don't have too many users over here. So let me clear it first. If I type this who command, let me zoom it and then try for you. So if I type the who command here, click and then try. Okay, who command here, you will notice that I will be given only the choice of the money, because I'm the only one who has logged on. So first I'm using the GUI on my terminal, so TTY, and I have opened the one terminal window, that is the command prompt. So this is the user, this is on which terminal that user is using, and this is the time at which the user has logged on. So this is the time when I logged on to the system, and this is the time when I started this command prompt. Okay, there is another command called as who am I. Okay, that's going to give you on which terminal I am using. So I am currently using PTS 0. Even though I have two terminals here, I am currently using this particular PTS 0 as my terminal. So that is about the terminal command. Let me go back. So who is used to find how many users have logged on. Remember, as of now I'm the only user. If there are many users were there, definitely it's going to show all the users who have logged in. I think I have one other user. Let me try that. I'm not sure whether that user does exist. Let me try it here, and let me try to log in as a student. Okay, and let me say, I think I wrote the wrong. Okay. So student, and I don't remember what was that password I gave. Okay, let's say student. I tried last time. I don't want you to waste your time there. So if it is no, I think that command is. So let me say. If it is taking, let me say, okay, I think I am not able to log in. If I'm able to log in, I can show you the other user. I don't want you to waste your time, so I'm not doing experiment over here when I'm recording it. Okay, so you can get it if there are more users. For example, you have an example over here where there are more than one user who is using it, and you can notice the details about them. So who has logged in, which terminal they are using, and also at what time they have logged in. That's what you're going to get. Similar to the who, you have who am I, who is going to tell you which is the terminal that you are using. So I've just shown you that who am I command. Whenever we are using the Linux, if you really don't know how to use a particular command or what are the different options which are available with the command, you can use the manual page. I've already talked about it in my previous video, but still let me elaborate over here. So suppose if you when you are using a command, if you really don't know how to use that command or how many options are there for the command, you can just say man, M-A-N, manual, M-A-N, and if you want to know how to use the ls command, you can just press man ls and press enter. It's going to give you ls is a list directory and what are all the possible options which are there, what it does with some examples. You can see a lot of them with all the examples, all the details, and so on and so forth. Also, it's going to give you other commands, related commands that you can think of using. When you reach to the end, if you notice, you will see a prompt here. You can notice, oops, let me do it. Okay, if you notice, you will see, let me click on the window here and then try to get it. Okay, oops, I think okay, you can see this two dots here. Okay, that's the two dots. Concentrate on that two dots. It's a bit difficult for me to play around with that. Now you press Q here, it's going to come out of it. So that's it. So when you press Q there, so if you want to know about man, let me zoom out for you, and you may not be able to see all of them if I zoom it. So if I say man, not money, if I say man, and if I want to know how to use a word count, I can just press that thing, and I can use the page up, page down, and to go to the end, and finally press Q to come out of that. So that is used to get the manual pages for the for any given command for that matter. For example, if you say man wc, you're going to get the manual for that particular command. Now there is also dash dash help, which is available almost with anything. So instead of typing the manual, I have just shown you man here. So instead of typing man wc like this, you can also get the help by using wc dash dash help. So if you type like this, wc dash dash help, and press enter, I don't know whether you'll be able to see it. Hopefully you are able to see this one. I don't need to zoom it a bit. So wc dash dash help, you'll get the help for the this. I think I pressed space here. Okay, help, same thing. Okay, but this help will be slightly shortened version that you are going to get it. Okay, again I am going to clear it so you can see that. Okay, so this is how you can use the help option. Now let's go to the next command, and that is the calendar. Now in Windows, you know very well, if you go to the taskbar, you get the calendar. Now what if you are on the Linux terminal, if you want to get the calendar, there is a simple command called as cal, which can be used to display the calendar on the screen. So if I go to the command prompt over here, and if I type cal without anything, and let me tell you the date today. First of all, you can see the date, by the way. You can also see the date here. Okay, that's the date. In any case, it is what I'm interested in is the month. It's a month of May, and you notice that it's a month of May. You know very well. I'm doing it in the month of May. So if you don't type anything, current month, it's going to show you. Suppose if you want to get the October 2021, so you type the month and followed by the date. and you get the I'm sorry, not the August month of 2021. You can get 8/20/21. You notice one other thing. Today it is 16th. You can notice from here, and it's going to highlight that 16th. Okay, if you just say calendar for 2021, you will get the whole calendar of 2021. So two options are there. You can specify month and the year, or you can just specify the whole year. It's going to show you that whole year. So this is how you can show the calendar. Let me go ahead. So you can specify the month and the year. It's going to show you the calendars. For example, if you say calendar 200, entire calendar, first month of 2003. If you say cal 1 2003. The other one is the LPR command. LPR command is used to send a file to the printer. Now I am using the laptop and I don't have a printer configured on my laptop. Even though it is configured for Windows, it is not configured for the Linux. So I can try this command. So LPR is the command to send the files to the printer. So suppose, let me say suppose. Let me clear this one. Suppose I have a file here. You notice I have a file here on my desktop. If I open this in gedit, so this file is there. Suppose I want to take the printout. Assume that I am connected to the printer and printer is configured. If it is not possible. So first let me go to CD desktop and then try this. And then if I ls here, you will notice that I have a myprog.sh. so that's a file that I have. So I'm going to say lpr, so line printer, and I'm going to say my program.sh. When I try that, it just says you don't have the printer. LPR is not there. I don't have the printer, but if it was there, it would have printed it. So anyhow, even if it is printing, I can show the video of how it is getting printed. So just assume that there is a printer and you can always print it. The other command is the T command. Now sometime we want to send the command. So you remember, whenever you specify the command, the output is sent only to one. Now there are chances are there when you want to send the output to two different things. So from one of the output, you want to send it to two different things. So if you look at this T, how do you write this T? So you write T like this. So the output will come here. Okay, and it splits into two directions. One direction is this, the other direction is this. So if at all, so it's same as you getting it here and splitting it on the other two sides. So this is called as a T operation. So it is like sending a pipe operation to two different commands. Generally one of the command will be a file name, the other command will be the next command. Okay, so if at all, like see, if I go here, okay, let's go here, and I have this command. Now if I type cat followed by my program, that's a file. This file I've just shown you, this file. So this file, if you notice that there are three lines are there, echo, enter, and so on. If I want to get the display of that, so I'm going to say cat and this, and you notice that this is the same. Without color it's going to come, it's black and white output, but you notice that it is the three lines which are there. These three lines are the lines which are being shown. Okay, the same lines are being shown. Now what if I want to count how many lines are there in this? So you notice very well, if you this WC, and if you say I want to count the line, okay, WC and L followed by my program.sh. Okay, yeah, so I need, okay, WC minus L, I will not waste my time on that. It's going to count my line. Now I want to display as well as I want to do the same thing. I want to copy this file. How do I do that thing? You can pipe this output to a particular file. So let me do that. I'll go over here and say cat. Let me do that first, and I will say my program, and you know, I can use the pipe symbol, and or I can use the redirection, let's say redirection to a new file. So let's say what is this file, some sample file, okay, sample.tsh. let's say if I do it, you will receive a file called as sample.sh. it is redirected to the other file. So these are this kind of commands we have done it long ago in our old video, so I will not waste my time on that thing. Now I want to send it to a file, as well as I want to find the length of this how many lines are there in this file. How do I do that thing? First of all, I will delete this file, original file, so that you know that there is no files are here. So how do I do that thing? So I'm going to use a cat, and I'm going to say my program, okay, pipe it to t, and I'm going to say sample.sh, okay, and the other pipe I'm going to give it to wc, and I'm going to say minus l to count the length. So what you notice there, in that particular file, I will open the original file. There are 3 lines are there. This is what I have told you, and it's going to show you 3 lines are there as is. There is nothing new over here. But what it has done is it has created sample.sh. You notice here sample.sh, which is the copy of the original file. So this is the original file. This is the copy of that file. So what it has done, what this particular thing has done is, you have the cat was there, and followed by what was that, my prog dot sh. So this gave the output. This output you have given it to two different places. So the output of this, let me redraw it. So I think, okay, I will try it again. So cat my program program.sh. this output I am giving to 2 different places. Which are those 2 different places? One is I am sending it to sample.sh, so that what you have seen it here. Where is my prompt? So I'm not able to see my prompt. Okay, the prompt. Okay, so can you see it here on this? So that's a file. And the next one is the wc minus l. So what's the output of this? It's going to count how many lines are there, and you know very well there are 3 lines were there. Can you see it here? That's the 3 lines. That's the output it is giving. So this is called as a t. So you send it, and it's going to split it into t, into 2 pieces. That's why it is called as a t command. Okay, so let's go back to the PowerPoint. So the t command is used to redirect it into 2 different commands. So to one to a file and to one other command. For example, you can say who t. So you can say here who t, that is one, and from the t, one goes to here and the other goes to the other side. Now here ls command is sent to t, one goes to this one, other will be shown onto the screen. If you don't have any other command, it will come on to your screen. So simple as that. Okay. You can also use minus a option if at all you want to append. Minus a is to append. You know what is the meaning of saying append? Add at the end. Okay, if at all you want to use that particular command. The next command that we are going to see is the script command. Now if at all you want to save all the things that you have done, once you logged in, all the things that whatever you have done, you can save them in a file, and then maybe you use it for some other purpose. For that you can use the command called as a script. So you start with the script and type the script, and go on typing everything, and finally press Ctrl D to exit this particular command. Okay, so let's do that thing. Let's do it in the Linux. So I will clear everything, and so that you can see it now. So I start with the script. Let me, before I do it, I'm going to remove this file so that you won't have the confusion as to how many files were there. I think it got deleted there. Oops. Let me put it into trash. Okay, now it got deleted. So let me put script. Okay, that's all. And script has started. You notice that it created a file called as TypeScript. Okay, whatever command you type now, it's going to display it. I'll type ls command, it's going to display it. I'm going to say cat followed by my program.sh. It's going to do that thing. I'm going to type who, it's going to do this. Okay, so everything it has done. I'll type exit, and the script file is saved. So you notice it's going to say the script file has completed. So you start with the script and finally type exit. Now all the commands will be there in this script file. I'll try to open it in the gedit, but it will not show you neatly. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I will try to open it in, if I have the office, and Abbey Bird is there. So I have this Abbey Bird and I'm trying to open it in the Abbey Bird. Let's see, it's going to open it or it's going to embed it. Let me open it in the Abbey Bird. In my desktop it is there. The file name is transcript. So I've selected that and open it, and you notice that all the commands that I have typed, you notice I'm going to just zoom in for you because you are going to see it on your screen, smaller screen, you may not be able to get it. So I started the script, and in the desktop I typed a few of the command. The first command I typed was remember, it may come like this because it's not able to show all the characters. So remember, that's the only problem, not that it's going to come like that. So first I typed a cat command, you notice that. Then I typed who command, you notice that, and I think I have also typed ls command before that. So I have this ls command, cat command, and maybe the who command and exit. Whatever I did, everything is getting recorded. It's like all the commands, whatever you issue, it is being saved. So you can use it for a debugging purpose or maybe for any other purpose. Now this particular file name that you see over here, that is created by default, that is this TypeScript. You can give a name to that. Okay, you can say for example, you can say script, I will not try again, followed by my file or today's command, something like that. Okay, okay, you notice that today it has come. I gave the extension as a .doc. I'll just type ls here and then type exit, and if you notice here, you will notice that today's has come. I gave the extension as a .doc. You can also use something else called a script -a, that is to append. Remember, every time you issue the command, the previous suppose if you come tomorrow and issue the script command, this file, whatever it has created, it will delete that file and recreate a fresh file. So whatever you command that you gave yesterday or maybe before the script, that gets deleted. Suppose if you want to append, keep on adding the new things, then use -a to append. Append means the next command it will add to the same file, it will continue on the same file. If you don't use -a, what will happen is whatever content which is there in that file, that is getting deleted, everything, it will clear everything and it will start. You know very well, when you open the file, you have used C programming, and you know very well append and open files in C. So if you just open it or if you just write it, all the previous contents are deleted. If you append the file, then you know very well the previous content will remain, additional content will be added. The same idea is there even for the script file. So let me go here and let me clear this clutter for you, and let's go back to our PowerPoint. So this is what is the script file. So in this example, what is being done is you can see that a new file name has been given. So you can store it in a very different file name altogether. So tput command is actually, it is meant to query the database of the terminal. However, one option of the tput command is, along with the tput, you can use clear command. But you know very well, clear command can be directly typed here. There is no need to type tput here. You can directly type clear command now. So for example, if I use the ls command and if I clear it, the screen will be cleared. Again, if I type ls, and if you are good in typing, then you can say tput clear. Okay, so what is this tput? So tput is actually, it initializes the terminal or query the term info database. So that is the command, but it can be used. It's like a trick that you can use to clear the screen. Now let's go back to the next thing. Next thing is to split the file. Suppose if you have very large text document like your program files or other thing, which cannot fit into a floppy disk or anything. The old devices, it was always a problem because the size of the devices were very small. Now today you have a small device with a very extremely large capacity, and it may not matter much today, but in older days it did matter much. So if at all you want to split a document into smaller pieces and then maybe use it in different device, you can use the split command. So let me demonstrate that split command. I'm going to go over here and let me keep that one. Let me give this my program. So let me first cat this one, cat my pro. You know very well, there are 3 lines are there. Now if I want to create 3 different files, I'm going to delete this other 2 files so that you won't see the clutter there. So all these files are not deleted. Let's delete it. For some reason I think I can try pressing delete button. Okay, so it is deleted, put into trash. So you don't have anything here. Let me just get it over here. You don't have anything here. Now I'm going to split this file. So I'm going to say split into one line. So one line in one file, and the name of my file is myprog.sh. When I do that, you notice that it created, I think, 3 files over here. You can see there 3 files were created. One file will contain one line. So you notice that original file had 3 lines over here. So original file had 3 lines. Let me open that original file for you. So original file had 3 lines. So echo, enter the number, read, and so on. The next file that I have done, it's going to split in one line. Okay, so if I open the next file, first line, enter the number. You notice that enter a number, that's the first line. Maybe this is the second one, read a, that is the second line, and the last one, let me put the last one there. The last one is entered value is echo, and so on. So you see all the 3. So it has splitted the files into 3 places. How did I do that thing? What's the command? The command is very simple. You say split and you say how many lines, minus followed by how many lines. 100 lines. Remember, 100 lines must be there in the program, and then put my file name, whichever file name you want to do it. Now these files are named, if you notice there, these files are named in a very strange way. So let's look at them. So XAA, XAB, XAC, XAD, and so on. So they are going to be named in that particular order. It's going to create the files for you. So let's go back to the PowerPoint. So if you want to split a very large file, you split minus followed by how many lines, followed by the file name. If you don't specify this, default is taken as 1000 lines. So for every 1000 line, it's going to break that. And you know very well how the file is created: XAA, XAB, XAC, XAZ, XBA, BC, and so on. So up to 676 file names it's going to generate it. So this is how you can split the line. Next one is the expression. Whenever you want to do the arithmetic operation, you can use the expression. Expressions are used to do the mathematical calculation like addition, subtraction, division, multiplication and modulo division, but it works only with integer numbers. It will not work with the floating point number. So let's try to do it with an example. Let me first clear everything for you. So I will clear it. Now if you say expression expr, what is the answer of 5 plus 6, and press enter. It's a expr. Let me I have to be careful. Okay, it's going to add it. 5 plus 6 is I have to be careful to give the spaces in between. So it's how it's going to do it. Now you can also use the variable. When you learn about shell scripting, you will learn how to create the variable. Now I'll just create a shell prompt here. Let me say x is equal to 10, y is equal to 20. If you do that, okay. Now if I say expr dollar, why this dollar is because I want to get the value of x plus value of y. It's going to be 30. In the same way, if you subtract it, you're going to get, no doubt to say that. Okay, and if at all you want to multiply it, you can do it. Now you may say that why did you do this one? This is to escape. Remember, the star means all. It's a wild character. Okay, by default star means all. It takes from the file meta character star. That's why be careful with that star. Whenever you are putting the star, that is multiplication, escape it using the slash. Now I can also do the division operation. So what will be the, if I do expression, okay, I think it is already there. If I perform the division operation, x by y, what is the answer? You get, don't worry about that mail part. I am somehow, my mail is there in the spooler, but that this is not the command. Please excuse me for that. This is regarding the mail command. So it will every now and then it will say that I have a mail, but I can't open that mail. That's the only problem. It is not configured to open that mail. In any case, that is something unwanted thing. Now you know very well, if you do 1 by that is a 10 by 20, it is half. Okay, but you will get 0. The reason is it is an integer division it is performing. Now if you have, let's say x is equal to 20, okay, let's say, and y is equal to 7, okay, and if you do this one, what is the answer? It is 2 point something, you know very well. If you try to divide something, it is a 2 point something that you are going to get it. If I have a calculator accessory, and do I have the calculator? So if you know very well, so that is 20, okay, divided by 7. This is 7, okay, you know it is at 2.8571, but what you got is only 2. Why you got 2? Because it is an integer division. Remember that it's always the integer division. Now I can also do the modulo division by using the percentage. So remaining is 6. You know very well why it is 6. So you know what is this one, you know, 7 into 2, 7 into 2, that is 14, okay, 20 minus 14 will be 6, that is the remainder. Okay, if you divide, you know what is the meaning of that, you did get it. If you divide 20 by 7, 6 will be the remainder. Okay, what is the 2? 2 will be the quotient, it will just give you the quotient of that. Okay, so that's how it really works. So this is how you can use the expression. I'm going to press quit here to come out to my command prompt. Exit. Let me try. and let me clear the clutter for you. So this is how you can use the expression can be used. We are going to use the expression whenever we write the shell script, but as of now you can try that thing. So some of the commands you have already seen, they are used for doing arithmetic operation. Now what if you want to do the arithmetic operation or complicated operation with the floating point number? If at all you want to do that, then you can use the basic calculator. So basic calculator can be used to perform the basic calculation. So let's go ahead and let's look at them. So I can say BC, basic calculator, then I can type 5 plus 1 plus 5, I get the result. Okay, now if you want to divide it, 5 divided by 4, you get integer division. This is I did a modulus, but you got it. So you get the thing. If you type a square root of 25, you know what's the square root of 25, you get the result. Now this, when by default when you start it, it will start as a integer calculator. If at all you want to change the precision, you can always change the precision. To come out of this, you just I think you can press Ctrl D to come out of that. Okay, so let's clear it. Let me go to the PowerPoint. So this is how you can do the calculation. For example, 10 plus 20. You can do any arithmetic operation, not just addition. So a few of the examples that are being shown here. You can also create the variable, add them to get the result. Now, if at all you want to get the precision, that decimal digit, you can always set the scale. If you set the scale as 2, you are going to get 2 decimal places value. So let me try that thing with the scale. So I'm going to go over here, BC for my calculator, and I'm going to say scale is 2 decimal places. Now what is 20 by 7? 20 by 7 is 2.85. If you look at this one, the answer is let me get the calculator first. The answer is 8.2.857 is there. Remember, it is not rounding it off. So if you round it off, it is going to become 2.86, but it is not rounding, it is just truncating it at that particular point. It is 2.85. So what if I set the scale as 3? Oops, not to scale, this one, scale as 3, and then try the same command. You get 3 decimal places, and so on so forth. You can always set the scale for doing the to display the decimal places. Now let's go to the PowerPoint, and let's go to the other part. Now this basic calculator can also be used to set the base. Now we are doing the decimal system. We can change it to octal system, we can change to binary system, you can change to hexadecimal system, anything. What you need to do is you have to give the command ibase for the input base. O base means the output base. So if you are giving the input in the binary, then set I base, that is input base, as binary. If you want to get the output in binary, then set the O base, that is output base, as 2. So let's do that thing. So suppose if I set the binary, let's go here, and if I set the I base equal to 2, binary number, and you know very well what is the binary equivalent of 111. So this is going to be 7 in decimal. Okay, so binary equivalent of 1010, so this is going to be decimal 10. Okay, 1011, this is going to be decimal 11. So my base is, the input base is binary. Suppose if I want to change it to which one, decimal. Now you know very well 10, I can use the hexadecimal also here. I can say base is A. Now if you just specify base, not this I base, you just specify I base, it's going to tell you what is the current base. So current base is 10. Can you see here? Current base is 10. So I change it to A to say it as 10. Now if I type 5, it will be 5 itself. Now what if I say O base equal to 2? Output will be in binary. So if I type input is decimal, output will be binary. Hope you get that thing. Okay. So for example, 5 plus 1, 6. What is the 5 minus 1? Okay, whatever it is. 5 minus 1, what is the output? 100. What is 100? 4. Okay, 1 0 0, it is 4. So you can also say O base equal to A. And again, if at all you want to know what is the base, you can say O base and you get it. Again, you can set it to any base, 16 for hexadecimal, and you can try them with to come out. You just press Ctrl D and you are back to the prompt. Let me clear the clutter here, and we are back. So this is how you can set the basic calculator. So you can set the base, you can get the answer. You can set the base as 16, type the result and get it. Output base also you can set it. That's all for today's. If at all you are more interested in knowing all the commands, refer the A Practical Approach by Linux A Practical Approach by B. Mohammed Ibrahim. Thank you for your interest. We'll meet again in the next class.